All right. Hey, this is Team Kiss My Back Row again, and this
Can
is
be.
Brandon. Brandon, we went to regionals last weekend. How'd you do?
Took 30th place with gravekeepers.
And there was about what 305, 310 people there, something like that.
And this was my very first regional, so I consider that pretty good.
All right, so let's get to the profile and
All right.
see what it's got.
So I run 3 gravekeeper spies. Obviously, have to. That's the main, summoning. 3 commandant. You have to get your Necker Valleys. Don't run 2. It's dumb. There's so many times, especially when you're main decking Royal Tribute, you gotta have those Necker Valleys. 3 recruiter because he just searches out, and it's so broken when you pop him with descendant. 2 descendant because all right. So first off, don't change your deck before uh, the night before. All right, that was a big mistake by my part. I ran 3 during the tournament. It's stupid of me, so I took 1 out. It's too cloggy. You can't only need 2. 1 assailant. I was running 2 at the tournament. Don't dumb. Just run 1. He he's really good though for getting over any beater. This deck pretty much gets to like 2,000 and stops. Except for also Gale. Gale also helps get rid of those beaters, and you can synchro summon with her, and it's just broken.
Okay. Anything with the monster board you would change?
Well, yeah, I kind of did. I swapped it down to that. You can try main decking Veilers, but I just decide them because you don't want to get too cloggy with monsters. Necro Valley, obviously, it's the deck. Without it, it's bad. The whole deck is just bad. Double Steal, because to get rid of those, or to get your monsters out of the graveyard, it's really broken because you just go, hey, I discard for Commandant, get Necro Valley, play Necro Valley. Oh, you have a Steed? Okay, well, I'll steal back my Commandant and get another Necro Valley. Double Royal Tribute. Didn't get it off too much during the regionals this week, but it's so broken when it happens, and it won me duels. It's just the very few times I did get it off, it was like, hey, okay, I scoop. The other guy did. That's really stupid. Double pot of duality. Need it. Just search out cards that you need. Like, say if you have Royal Tribute in your hand, you need that Necro Valley. Try to find it. Double MST, just to fur back row. Hey, do not run Heavy Storm though, because it's just gonna be stuck in your hand the whole time because you don't want to, destroy your own cards. Book of the Moon, just because it's Book of the Moon. Dark Hole because it's Dark Hole. They're both cards. I did not run the Brigade. I only ran the 2 warnings. Did not run the Judgment. Don't like paying half my life points, even though it is good. But like normally I'd just end up judgmenting Heavy Storm, and since I'm running 2 Starlight Roads, it's not that big of a deal. 2 Deep Prisons for stun. 2 Compulses, just more stun. Mirror Forces stun. Torrentials stun. Bottomless is stun. It's basically a stun deck. You just make your opponent run out of resources while you keep recycling all your monsters and searching for them, and it's broken. And then 2 Starlight Roads to protect your back row.
So besides what we were talking about earlier with the monsters, would you switch anything main board, like with your spells or traps?
Not that I can think of. There's nothing I would mess around with.
All right.
The other card that I ran accidentally during the regionals was Deck Devastation Virus. It was really dumb to main deck it, although it did win me a duel against Exodia deck. But I would try siding it first. That was really silly of me because I had no practice with that. Alright, to my side deck. 2 Effect Failures. Double Gozen. Double Maxi.
I have to ask again. Did you ever side in the Maxi?
Yes, and it won me a duel. It signed it against Mermels, and he played Diva, so I was like, okay, Maxi. And he just went to infantry, and he stopped because he was so scared because he didn't want me to draw, a bunch of cards. He didn't want to go into his gotcha play or whatever.
So I've asked everyone this question. I'm going to ask everybody now. In your opinion, are hand traps dead?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No.
Even though we had so much macro, so much.
Macro bunny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just anything macro. I personally have gotten off every single one of my hand traps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, I did run against a deck that there were a couple decks that were like main decking macros and defissures, so I was like, better not do that. But these wouldn't have helped me anyways, even if I could get them off. But mostly the decks that need to just go off crazy, they don't run macro because they need the graveyard and stuff.
So, quick question: how bad does macro and defizz hurt this deck? I know macro and defissure hurts a lot of decks out there, and that's why macro bunny's doing good. Besides its bunny, does macro and defizz hurt this?
It does if you have skill drain on the field as well. If not, it's so easy to get rid of with this deck because I can just pop, with Descendant, search out Descendant, pop with it, or MST or whatever, and it's not that big of an issue. I don't know. I mean, I would side deck it. I didn't side deck it this time, but I'm thinking of putting it in my side deck, Macrocosmos, just for the Gravekeeper or Dark World matchup. It's not that bad. It hurts a little, but not terribly. Double Cyber Dragons, taking him out. Did not run against a single machine deck the whole time. And maybe for system downs instead, because the Chimera text took up some extra deck. It would have been funny if I got him out, because he's really good. But never happened. Never went against them. Double Soul Drain, have to against Dark Worlds and Atlanteans. They're both broken decks they both hurt this deck a lot. So you want to side in both of those. I would probably maybe take out the Cyber Dragons for macros, maybe. Double Mind Crush, it's such a broken side deck card. You have to run it. So many decks out there search now.
Especially because of that dumb ruling we had.
Yeah, the dumb ruling of, you can just describe the card and it works.
That's stupid.
The purple dinosaur, I want that one. Alright, 2 Thunder Kings. Because he's Thunder King, he's just good. I was contemplating between King Tiger Wangu, but I went with him. And then Mystical Space Siphon. Because you need that third MSD, because they side in, Shadow Imprisonings and stuff like that against you, which is going to happen.
Alright.
Alright, my extra deck, I also changed around a little bit. I think this guy was a Utopia Ray, because I didn't get a hold of one, because some guy wouldn't even trade me a crumpled up one for a Forbidden Lance, which is silly. It was like a piece of crap. It was worth not even like 10 cents. 2 Stardust Dragons because my 2 roads. Ancient Fairy Dragon. I never got him out. I didn't actually even sync at all during the tournament, but it's just there in case it happens. Black Rose. Armor Master, really good if I ever got him out, but I know he's a good card. Same with Arcanite Magician and him, because you want to get over stuff. And then the 2 Chimera Techs for my Cyber Dragon side deck, but taking that out, so ignore those. A Utopia, Fist Dweller, have to. He's like a walking Soul Drain, and Soul Drain hurts most of the decks that this deck fears, so you have to have him. Butterfly, Zen Mains. I would have liked to have had my Maestro. I need to find him, but I'm gonna probably take out one of these guys for Maestro.
Right.
And that's pretty much it.
Anything else that you would want to switch that second fortress for? You said you were thinking of taking them both out.
Another rank 4, maybe like Shockmaster or something like that.
I don't know.
But that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Anything you want to say real quick about your experience before we cut off here?
Yeah, I guess the hardest of the matchups, like I said, Dark Worlds. Thankfully, I didn't have to go against those, and Atlanteans, I did. And then the third loss was I lost to 2 Atlanteans in a row, and then my third loss was to against a macro stun deck, and it was basically like he main decked 3 macros, 3 defissures, and 3 skill drains. And he had first turn defissured skill drained me, and I was like, I can't do anything against this because I had no MSTs. But that was pretty much it. Otherwise, this deck did really, really well.
All right. So we're KMB here, and we're signing off. Till next time.